And yeah, again, I get what this guy is going through somewhat. I honestly do, but
Oh, did you meet with His Majesty in the royal suite? I must explain. The king is refusing to speak with anyone at present. Please forgive him if he caused offence. You see, he's never been quite the same since Queen Sasha died 2 years ago. If only it were possible to meet with those who've passed away. Oh, it would mean the world to the king if he could see his queen once more. You know, my grandmother used to tell me lots of stories when I was small. Lots of very strange stories. I'm sure there was one about a way to make any wish come true. No, it's no good though. I just can't remember it. I'm sure she'd be happy to tell me if I went to see her, but I'm so busy with work here at the castle. I'm afraid I must ask you a favor. I'd like you to go and see my grandmother. She lives in a house west of here, next to a bridge. Could you ask her to tell you the old story about how to make wishes come true? Maybe it's just a fairy tale, but if there's any chance it might be true, then I have to try and help the king. I wish I could go and ask her myself, but there's so much to do here at the castle, and I can't leave him on his own. I'm really counting on your help. My grandmother lives west of Ascanther, in a house next to a bridge. I pray at church every day that the king will be happy again. Please, help me to help him.
anywho, what I'm really trying to get out here is that as far as running a country goes, I mean, I don't really know if this is like true facts or not that I'm talking right now. I'm just kind of guessing here. But I'm pretty sure that even under like heavy depression, like the king obviously is right now, a country just can't really be a country without the figurehead that started the whole thing. I mean, it's like trying to...
I see. Magnificent! What a dutiful maid! Worrying about her master so. I am impressed. A faithful retainer like her is a most precious treasure to a king. And you say she's about the same age as my dear Medea? Very well. Now this is an order. I want you to help this maid with her request. I beg your pardon? A detour? Well, if you get onto it quickly, it won't be a problem, will it? Off we go. We must lend a hand to this delightful maid of yours.
It's basically like trying to build a bridge without cement, or in like I guess the case of making like say arts and crafts, building a macaroni art without the glue. You can definitely tell Yengus is very popular. He just got kissed by a slug. Not only did he get kissed by a slug, but he also got kissed by his sister. The slug sister, not, you get it, you get it. Anyway, I hope I didn't, like, come off as sounding like a complete, a complete, a-hole when I was basically trying to make that comment about the whole, like, depression thing that the king obviously has for his lost loved one. I mean, I honestly don't want to come off like that. I mean, I probably did, most likely. Hell, I probably definitely did, actually, come to think of it. But either way, I sometimes start saying something without thinking, and, well, if it gets out of context, then yeah, I'll just take the blunt of it. Hero tax. And the place the lady's talking about is that huge old... If I can stop getting into fights... Oh, well, that's an achievement. But yeah, we're basically going to that structure way over there in the back. Which, if memory serves, we're probably going to get our butts handed to us. Because there are some pretty strong monsters along the way. Matter of fact, one of the monsters, I think, is down here. It only appears at night. And I think Genghis is nearly maxed out with his scythe so far, right? Yeah, I think he stops at like 50 or so. Or is it 75? No, I'm pretty sure it stops at 50, then 75, then... I know the max for all skills is like 100, so it's either 50 or 75 it maxes on. Or, like, caps at until we reach a certain feather. Either way, I'm definitely focused firing his scythe skill. Oh yay, red mold. Speaking of which... we are maximizing health items. Well, sort of. I mean, obviously I'm not going to have like a max number or anything, but that is a lot of seafood. Let's just have Jessica exercise her magics, shall we? And I think at this point I'm probably going to start having people like using the Kaioken technique, so to speak. Just to kind of boost their damage output. Like Jessica, for example. If we can get her high enough before this fight ends. And just for the heck of it, I am going to pretty much focus on using Jessica for the finishing blow. I wonder, is it possible for me to... Nope. Okay, I guess 50 will have to do. I mean, in retrospect, the Calamari Kid is like pretty much one of the weaker mobs, but still. It takes a long time most of the time to max out the tension thing, so. Goodbye, King Kelp. I'm getting set up for weak fights, which does not bode well. Incidentally, I guess the mob... Yeah, the mob doesn't appear just yet, does it? Oh well. Why did the emulator freeze? Why does that heal for so little? I remember doing a lot more. Maybe I'm misremembering? I gotta be misremembering. And yeah, I know, this fight's going pretty slow, isn't it? I should probably... Yeah. Did even less damage than normal attacks did, but still. I should have bought a holy bottle. Okay, can't get away, so... Let's try one more time, because... There we go. Do I have anything... Okay, I have 2 holy bottles. Let's see if we can get through this without... And this is not the right... Oh. Well, I did say I was looking for a wizard staff, and I got one, so... Of course, can't access the alchemy pod, can you? Okay, now the thing is... These are the stronger mobs. Okay, I'm actually kind of happy right now. Jessica got a free snooze on everybody. I mean, these guys are pretty deadly for archers. Let's see if we can get them into a deeper sleep. Go back to sleep, you. But yeah, these guys are pretty deadly for an upgrade version of the Archer. That reminds me, I did get a Silk Web, didn't I? Which is good for Jessica, because she needs all the upgrades she can get. And Angelo... Actually, we can give it to this guy. He doesn't have any accessories, so... There is one particular mob that I do not want to actually go up against just yet. If I can avoid them, I will, but I probably won't be able to. Is this not... Okay. This is apparently not the path I thought it was. And I am going to have to resort to using physical attacks. I do not have the magic. Honestly, I can't really blame Yingus for falling asleep on the job right now, because this is probably boring for anyone who watches this.